Our role as men are to be really good father figures, right? Be great husbands to our wives, be those providers that we need to be. You know, there's still tasks that need to be done,
Right.
within our lives that impact the lives of other people. For you, obviously, when hard times come like this, hardest time of your life, how were you able to, or what are some things that you had to do to learn to push through this, to make Jonah a positive part of your life again, rather than a negative that was taken away from these other roles that you had to be magnifying in your life? What are some things that you did to really push through that and have a clear mind, positive perspective?
Yeah.
And I guess you could call it a new life, a new start.
Yeah. I think of the word, becoming a new creature a lot these days, because that's exactly where I'm at. We try to learn by experiences, but we also learn line upon line. And that's when that happened with my brother passing away, I really went into a dark state. And then coming out of that, and I'm still coming out of that, it honestly came through light. It came through truth. It came through gratitude. It came through the things around me that I knew were truths. I was so loved by my family, helping to remind me that all I need, everything I need is right here, right in front of me. And holding on to those simple truths allowed me to take small steps, crawling through those hardships. And it also came through. To be honest, it also came through the small things, like doing simple things like working out, trying to enlighten my mind toward Heavenly Father, toward God, especially towards Jesus Christ. Reading good books, reading the Book of Mormon as a family, praying together as a family. So those small little truths and small little acts of things confirmed to me that hey, these are things that are helping me, and I could feel the slow change in my heart that allowed me to be more present, more patient, especially more so to have more love in my heart again. And it's not that it was gone, but I just had to relearn how to become what Heavenly Father needed me to be at that moment. And I think that's what those trials are. It allows us to be shuffled in our day-to-day life, but at the same time, those truths allowed me to grasp on to who I am, and then get me back on that path. And so that. I think in all reality, it's the love of God through my family, through music, through my friends, and then it allowed me to be better each day. If that makes sense. Yeah.
Yes. No, absolutely. It reminds me of a conversation my wife and I were talking about a few weeks back. I actually made an Instagram post about it, but you bring up light. And I believe if you're doing something that is keeping you in a dark place, dark state of mind, and you stop doing that, it's almost like that's not enough, because technically you're still in the dark. By simply stopping the things you're doing does not add light into your life. You're still in the dark. And so for me, the only way that someone can pull themselves out of darkness is not only they need to stop the things that are bringing them darkness, but they have to replace that with light. They have to do something that will bring light into their life. But I think sometimes for us, when we're in a dark place, we think it's going to take a while to get back to the light, right?
Yeah.
But no matter how small that source of light is, it is huge in a dark room.
So
you know what I mean? And so you just multiply that light, and next thing you know, you've got a bright room again, right?
True.
But it's more of a quicker thing than people realize.
So true. I mean, I for example, I look at my 2-year-old daughter who comes to me with no worries in the world. I definitely come home sometimes, I feel stressed, but just her presence, she doesn't even have to do anything. Just being right around me, that to me, it's just something so small, that shows shows me that Heavenly Father is very aware of of the impact that we can have on our on other people. You know, that my daughter is having a big impact on me by just being there. I'm reminded of the truthfulness that she is my daughter. She's so pure, you know, and her love is so real for me. No matter if I was mean to her or not, she, you know, it's real. But that also for me, it's just a constant reminder that the more proactive I can be in my life as a father, as a husband, as in the position that I hold at work, or a musician, or in the community, or whatever it is, the more proactive I can be in making small little things and being present about those choices that I make. If my daughter can have that effect on me, I can have that effect on others by doing the same thing, whether that's being kind, or saying thank you, or just smiling. You know, those things to me mean a lot, because I've seen the impact that it does, that it makes on others. So yeah,
I
that
love
truth
it.
and light is
Yeah.
real.